Hi, this is Newt with a minute of medicine for your mind. You know, I told you earlier this week about a time in my life some time ago where my life kind of collided, my worlds collided, and a perfect storm happened in my life, and I thought everything was over. But one of the things I had to do was to get some help for a habit that I had been nursing for a long time and go to a rehab. Well, at that time, my wife had separated from me. My older children were outside of the house. My youngest son, he was away in college, and my youngest daughter was the only one home. She was a senior in high school at that time, and I had to ask my daughter to take her dad to rehab so he could get some help. And she did. Well, when we got there, I got out the car and I kind of stood on my side of the car. So she came around that side of the car and she looked at me, met eyes, and she said, "Dad, don't cry." Because I had started crying by then. I was feeling so bad about myself that I'm in this situation that I shouldn't be in. There's no reason for me to be here. You know, all the guilt, the shame, the normal stuff that you go through when you're in those spots. But she said, "Dad, don't cry." No, it wasn't what she said, it was how she said it. She understood that her attitude towards this thing was, it was the beginning of the end. Where my attitude was, man, I don't know how I got myself here. So at that point, I knew I needed to change how I saw this situation, because there was nothing I could do for the situation but to go through it. So my attitude needed to change. And I can say today, years later, I'm free, healed, and delivered, and clean of everything, living much better than I've ever lived. So I want to leave you with this thought. You see, attitudes are habits of the mind. And if you can form or do away with a habit, then you can also change your attitudes. This is Newt with a minute of medicine for your mind.